Peace. Ain't fast. Had some synchronicity just now, dealing with a as above, so below aspect. Y'all know I like my law of correspondence. As above, so below. What goes on in the macrocosm goes on in the microcosm on the infinite level. Basically, everything goes through the same structure and cycle, just like the cosmos has zodiac signs. My body has zodiac signs, and somewhere inside of the cells in my body, they got zodiac signs too. In fact, we just haven't been tapping into that science yet, as far as like the zodiac signs of the microcosm, like, like say for instance, like the whole is in every part, so I'm pretty sure, like say for instance with just one organ, like the liver may have, like, even though the whole body has again the zodiac signs, then the liver has an area that's its Cancer part, its Capricorn part, its Aries part, you know what I'm saying? Like everything, embodies the whole, all parts embodies the whole. But I came across this old project I worked on in high school called Lord of the Poems. And matter of fact, I like just the synchronicity too, as seeing like how I always was in tune with what I'm dealing with right now, like indirectly. Cause being into the Lord of the Rings, and matter of fact, just to show too, like like the owl vibes, like I always been into that, and talking about the eyes of Sauron, not knowing in essence I was talking about Saturn, that Capricorn energy the whole time. Matter of fact, the ring is evil. That's what I got. Oh, you can't see it, but I got it on here. But anyway, just seeing how like I always had these vibes growing up. But what I'm getting to is this poem I did called "Just Like Humans." This is from my high school self, so don't be overcritical. Don't judge. But it's called Just Like Humans. A city is like a human. It is created by humans just like human beings. When a city is destroyed, it's like a human being killed. Cities grow just like humans do, rapidly or slowly. City Hall in the city is just like a human's brain. They both control the activities that go on. That's it. Well, basically, a little poem I wrote back in the day, like seeing the correlation of how a city is like the human body. So here it is again, like a example. Like you see, this is in front of y'all. This is I just read from this. I did this in high school, so I've been knowing about again, like how all these things is with us. Been knowing about as above, so below since high school. Been looking to read esoteric and occult books. And looking at class and school is boring, compared to like learning about them high aspects. But anyway, so I came across that, and then as I'm sitting in here, matter of fact, in my city right now, in my old hometown, it's election time, so the aldermen, city councilmen, all this, is, they politicking for votes right now. And one of the guys just came in my mom's house, and he was talking about, it's like, you see that cone out here on the street that been out here for so many years? I'm coming in here and I'm gonna fix that type of stuff, this and that. And I caught an aha moment, like, like, the a city again, like the analogy, like the city, like the human body. You know what I'm saying? And you gotta make sure you got the right politicians governing the certain areas of your body. You got it, or should I say, not right or wrong, but the healthy politicians. Politicians that's gonna make the body healthy. You know what I'm saying? Because the condition of your city got to do with the condition of the mental, of the humans in your city. Where they at, and the same thing, the situation with your body, how your body is governed has to do with the state of being that your body is in. Like, what are the cells in your body tripping off of alcohol? Are the cells in your body, going off the Xanax and the codeine? You know what I'm saying? And that's, Then the roads in your body not gonna get worked on because everybody in your body, all the cells in your body sip and drink and get messed up. So, they moving too slowly, going to sleep at the wheel, crashing. You know what I'm saying? That's what's going on in your city or your universe. You know what I'm saying? And just that analogy of, like the road, like if you got like fucked up roads and buildings, in your city, in essence, that mean the vibe and the mind frame of the people governing things is just like the roads and the buildings, fucked up for lack of a better word. And if you got an unhealthy situation, unhealthy politicians, and again, like making sure the politicians of the body are healthy, you know what I'm saying? Because that's another thing, as above, so below, you got like, say, for instance, the bigger hierarchy of government, you could see like what they try to make the president out to be would be like the Godhead in essence, you know what I'm saying? Like that center, that head of consciousness. And then, just like the body, we as beings don't consciously run every aspect of our body, like say for instance, like our heartbeat, just certain things, that just kind of operates on its own in essence, involuntary, so to speak. So, with that being said, you gotta have like little governors in these areas, you know what I'm saying? Because, my conscious is not hands on every aspect of the body. It sends out the general directions, the general vibes, and then the rest of the workers and politicians throughout the body, do their little part and make sure the body is running in a healthy manner, And again, this also just attests to that all is mind, too. Like the thought, like as above, so below. If you are a healthy body, then you're gonna do healthy things, which is gonna create a healthy environment or body outside of you. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just a straight up trickle down effect. So if I'm eating healthy and I'm, exercising and doing things, and I start to work in a certain area, I'm gonna spread that vibration to that area. What goes on in my mind comes out through my actions. What's going on in our subconscious mind comes out in our actions. you know so that's why we got to get away of the subconscious programming of feeling like we are victims to life and that we are not creators, like we create our situation. Because while somebody else programming your subconscious, they basically in essence programming your reality, creating your reality for you in essence. Even though you have the illusion of thinking you controlling things, you're being governed by somebody else's ideas and thoughts and not by your own heart. And matter of fact, in this analogy, when I speak to the city hall being like the brain, in essence, I mean, it is that aspect, but also like the truest governor, the first and foremost. But then too, as above, so below, the heart, even though it's a part of the body, I would see the heart. The heart is almost like that aspect of God that's, within, like the heart is the heart. And I tried to put it into words, but as far as like so like how the city hall, so say for instance, the city hall in the city is just like the human brain, you know. Well, I mean, in essence, so it's like what's being, dealt with up here. But I mean, like the heart. No, it's no. I can't even put it into words, so I'm gonna just fall back off. was real though. I want to find words for it because I know I can articulate, but it's gonna take a second. It's gonna take a second of me sitting here without saying nothing too long. So it's like I just have to pass up on it for right now. But because I was gonna say the heart could be an analogy for God. I'm like, nah, because then it would make it seem like God is outside. You know what I'm saying? So it's not that aspect, you know. So what in a city? What would be the equivalent to the heart of the city? the natural body, like the heart, in essence, I would say is like the nature of the city. Like the trees, the plants, like the actual earth itself. Because earth is an anagram for heart. Earth is heart. Basically, if you take the H off the back of earth and put it in the front, then you got heart. So like if the city hall is like the human brain, then then the nature and just the actual earth would be like the heart, of the city in essence. I was like, I gotta articulate that. Matter of fact, because I done just got some more Ginkgo biloba, taking my go-to cola. So matter of fact, my videos, I'm gonna be articulating myself, in a well-mannered fashion. But that's basically it, just wanted to share that example, the as above, so below, and just seeing like the hierarchy. Because too, well, we sometimes we think that having a government and having politicians is something that is quote unquote evil, like, oh, it's evil. No, I mean, they just have they made the system in essence to not really benefit our soul, but it's still a hierarchy and a type of quote unquote government government or governing of things within the body, you know what I'm saying? And there's a certain hierarchy to it. It's just that the way the quote unquote government that's established now in essence it does it to deter us from our sole purpose and to have us destroyed. But that doesn't mean that having some type of governing system is doesn't mean that's a quote unquote evil or bad thing. you know so you start to see like again, as above so below, every aspect of what we do down here. So say for instance, like just like school, like, so it is just like the school system, not in the sense of the way the oppressors and the Freemasons that try to rule things made it. As far as like, we're gonna give you just this 1 degree, we're gonna keep you stupid. Like, not in that manner, but like actually giving people information and really, really, like a school system is and I ain't say quote unquote system in that essence, but like some type of schooling, you know what I'm saying? But which it would have not a logical, egotistical, systematic approach, but a systematic approach in essence, nonetheless, even if, from a chaotic, because that's another thing, like, say, for instance, I'm systematic. Like, so when we think about like left brain, right brain, we feel like, like the left brain is more of the systematic vibe, like system, responsibility, boundaries, stuff like that. But I could still have a systematic vibe to my non-systematic vibration, if that makes sense, like like in the terminology method to the madness, like it's like organized chaos, like, like going with the flow, but in a systematic, organized manner, and that, what I'm saying? So it's like no organization, but still indirectly in an organized way, But again, the city aldermans, the mayor, all that, all that has to do with, matter of fact, health levels, because like in California, they're eating different foods, so the politics and the way things go on over there is in a much more high vibrational state. Why? Because as above, so below, on more ways than one. You know what I'm saying? Like what's going on in the consciousness manifests in the physical. So if you're eating pork ass and and drinking every day, and as I'm saying that, like, I'm joking. This is not to much love to all my people, all my relatives, everybody. You know what I'm saying? It's not to knock nobody, but it is the reality of the situation. You are what you consume, and you put out what you are consuming. You know what I'm saying? So the reason why they still got roads that's extremely messed up in a city like Opelousas. You know what I'm saying? Compared to where in a LA they wouldn't let us a street go 3 weeks without getting fixed. You know what I'm saying? Like, 'cause different consciousness, different type of vibe. You know what I'm saying? And it correlates directly, you know, into the spiritual way of as above, so below, the law of correspondence. You know, we are everything in existence, and everything is in existence is in the parts of the whole. You know, so the whole is even in the parts of the whole. As above, so below. That's it, y'all. All I want to share. Peace. Happy now. Now is the vibrate, of course. Not going too far in the future. Not going too far in the past. Right now, where you going? Right now is the vibrate. Don't you be late, cause you can't be late, cause now is timeless, so you can't be late for a timeless now. Taking the church and you gotta do a dance, you gotta play the organ, dance. Hallelujah. I gotta go now. Now is the time. Not tomorrow. Not yesterday. Right now. Not 10 minutes ago. Not 10 minutes in the future. Right now. Right now I'm about to roll something up. Peace, y'all. Have a great one.